This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Thursday, May 8th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. Evansville-based agriculture technology startup Anew is taking the next step in the production of its aeroponics smart garden system. The company this week announced a partnership with Goodwill of Central and Southern Indiana to manufacture compostable seed pods for its pure produce system at Goodwill's facility in Bloomington. Anew CEO Scott Massey.
They have a fantastic reputation for high fidelity manufacturing, but even looking deeper into how they're able to achieve that consistently, reliably, and predictably is their investment in people in the community. Their focus on working with individuals who may have come from a disadvantaged background and positioning them for success and advancement strongly aligned for our model of seed pod manufacturing.
Massey said the partnership, set to begin this fall, will allow the company to produce several million seed pods each year. Elkhart-based Lippert Components is adding to its portfolio with the acquisition of Friedman Seeding Company, headquartered in Chicago. Financial terms of the deal are not being disclosed. A family-owned company founded in 1894, Friedman manufactures seeding products for a variety of transportation markets, including bus, marine, delivery truck, and commercial vehicles. Bloomington-based co-working and entrepreneurship center The Mill has named former Bloomington Mayor John Fernandez as its new CEO. Fernandez joined the nonprofit organization in 2023 as its Senior Vice President of Innovation and Strategic Partnerships. He had been serving as the Mill's interim CEO since January, when its founding CEO Pat East announced his departure. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get ready for full throttle coverage as we shift into high gear for Business at the Brickyard, presented by LiUNA with support from the City of Westfield and Daniel's Family Vineyard and Winery. We're giving you the inside track on the powerful connection between motorsports and the Indiana economy. Join us at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes access, and the stories that drive the business of motorsports. So buckle up and join us for Emmy Award-winning Business at the Brickyard coverage all month long.
Just one day after Governor Mike Braun signed the state's next two-year budget into law, the American Civil Liberties Union of Indiana filed a lawsuit to halt a provision slipped last minute into the must-pass legislation last month.
The Wednesday filing urges the Monroe County Circuit Court to rule on a budget provision giving the governor full control of the Indiana University Board of Trustees that went into effect Tuesday with Braun's signature. Previously, 3 members of the 9-person committee were elected by IU alumni, and the governor appointed the others. ACLU of Indiana Legal Director Ken Falk said the new provision violates the prohibition on special legislation contained in the Indiana Constitution. He said, quote, "Every other 4-year public university in the state has a process for allowing alumni to select at least some members of the Board of Trustees, and there is no justification for denying that ability to the alumni of IU," end quote. The target on IU and not other higher education institutions make those sections of the newly enacted budget, quote, "special legislation," the lawsuit alleges. The ACLU filed the suit on behalf of Justin Vassell, a Bloomington resident and IU alumnus. Vassell was a candidate for the IU board election scheduled to begin in June, along with 5 other alumni. Braun has criticized previous elections for low voter turnout, saying that only 1.7% of alumni participated. But some alumni criticized how lawmakers introduced the provision in the final version of the budget after public hearings had concluded, meaning they had no opportunity to give input. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The South Bend Community School Corporation is bringing its facilities management operations back in-house following a decision to end its contract with Tennessee-based SSC Services for Education. SSC filed a WARN notice with the state disclosing a planned layoff of 203 workers, including electricians, groundskeepers, and laborers, effective June 30th. In an effort to cut costs and improve efficiency, the school district will onboard about 200 maintenance and custodial workers as full-time employees when SSC's contract ends. The district said the move will save $3 to $5 million annually. 500 Festival CEO Bob Bryant is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
Get ready for full throttle coverage as we shift into high gear for Business at the Brickyard, presented by Liuna with support from the City of Westfield and Daniels Family Vineyard and Winery. We're giving you the inside track on the powerful connection between motorsports and the Indiana economy. Join us at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes access, and the stories that drive the business of motorsports. So buckle up and join us for Emmy Award-winning Business at the Brickyard coverage all month long.